And this was very impactful for me because she had lived 18 years with him with Alzheimer's, and she had put him full-time in a nursing home only the last year. For 17 years, she had him with Alzheimer's.
Hi, Katya.
Hi, Rebecca. I met Frank trying to come down some stairs, and he couldn't get down the stairs. He was terrified, and his wife was trying to lead him down, and he was not cooperating, and I helped him. And he seemed to trust me, and he had like this instant recognition. That was the first moment I met him, and I didn't think too much of it, and he went on his way. And then on my first day of working at the facility where I was doing the picture communication program, there he was sitting on a couch just screaming, my wife, where am I? He had minimal verbal skills, but he had a few when he was really scared. And when I went over and I just bent down in front of him and I said, hi, Frank, and he seemed to recognize me. He stopped being in a panic. The facility staff had been trying to calm him for over an hour and they couldn't. And the minute that I bent down and talked to him, he stopped. He went out of his panic, and there was a recognition in his eyes, even though he didn't say, oh, I remember you. And he came into my class, because the class was for the residents. And I was very amazed because it seemed like people didn't recognize anybody, but he really seemed to recognize me after only meeting me one time. I was with Frank when he died. So after the morphine, he drifted off and his wife went home, and I was just sitting in the room with him and holding his hand and telling him how he's going to go to a wonderful place and he'll be free from this disease. And then I said, okay, Frank, I'm really tired. I'm just going to lay down on the little bed next to you. And as soon as I let go of his hand, he let out a sigh and he stopped breathing. I thought he stopped breathing. I said, oh my gosh. So I called the nurse and she said, no, he's still breathing a little bit. She says he'll probably come back and go away and come back several times. And so I was just holding his hand and the vein was pumping, and then suddenly he let out another sigh, and then the vein stopped. And it was amazing. It was my first experience being with someone who died. It was like something was missing from his body. Then I went and called his wife, and this was very impactful for me because she had lived 18 years with him with Alzheimer's, and she had put him full-time in a nursing home only the last year. For 17 years, she had him with Alzheimer's. And so when I called her and I said, Frank has passed, she said, in a very small, tiny, weak little voice, she says, is it over? Is it over? And I said, yes, it's over. And she wasn't just talking about Frank dying. She was talking about 18 years of living with somebody with Alzheimer's. And that impacted me really heavily.